Hi, everyone. My name is Monica. I'm with That Hashtag Show. Thank you so much for speaking with us today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm so excited. So, Acapulco has a really strong message about following your dreams and finding joy among the challenges. How do you guys ensure that this message stays at the core of the show as the characters and the plot evolves in season 3?
Great question. I would say one of the great things about the show is that we see Máximo as an older gentleman played by obviously Eugenio Derbez, and he's looking back on his life. So we know certain things have played out in a certain way, but how he got there is the whole mystery of the show. So there's always opportunities for us to both, keep the show incredibly warm, and the spirit of the show, which is about, going after your dreams, like you were mentioning, and, trying to make it. But also all the characters, this theme resonates with all of them. So we're seeing how Lupe has dreams of her own. We're seeing how Lorena has dreams of her own, and Chad and Hector. And as the show continues, we're so lucky to get a season 3 because we're able to really start to dimensionalize some of the characters who in the first season, are really funny, amazing characters who we don't get a ton of. Well, when the show continues for a while, you can start to go down all those paths. So we're following several dreams now, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and the only other thing I would add to that is the show is about family and community a lot of ways. And I think that at its core, every character, starting with a young Máximo, are people who are trying to do good, are people who have a lot of heart and empathy. And I think that a lot of the joy that's inherent in the show lives there no matter what, because of how all these characters view the world.
Absolutely. And I'm so fond of all the side characters. When you guys are crafting those storylines, what conversations take place around, what characters have to take a back seat this season, or, what the main focus is? Because it's so hard, especially with you having new characters like Jaime Camil coming in. How do you decide who gets more screen time?
It's tricky. I mean, we try not to shut anybody out because we love everybody so much. So inevitably, certain episodes, some people get less focused, but we try, when we map out the season, Sam and I, and we do it kind of before anybody else starts, we spend weeks talking about the arcs and the characters and all that. We try to make sure that everybody has their moments, that everybody has their drives, that everybody has their goals, that everybody has their things that they're doing. It might mean that this one week we have a little less Sarah or a little less Memo or a little less Hector, but it's not because we don't love the cast as much. It's just there's only so many people you can service in 30 minutes. It's like an embarrassment of riches. But we also make sure, like, if we're going to have less Hector in this moment, then next episode Hector's going to have a lot to do. And that is also by design. We're very aware of when we feel like, oh, you know what, we haven't serviced this person enough in the last couple episodes. So let's make sure that we're really following through on other storylines with them.
And our cast makes this really easy in that, we have a lot of young actors on the show, but all of our actors come to set without ego. They come with a sense of being excited about their peers, rooting them on. Sometimes they'll come to set just to cheer on somebody's big scene, which is, can be unusual in Hollywood. So we appreciate that we have that kind of, team first mentality. And we also were very particular about guest stars. We want to bring in people who are going to be, really great actors first and foremost, not too many. We don't want, a bunch of day players in each episode that are taking up a lot of screen time away from our cast. So we have arcs that are really creating conflict between our core characters. So it's really a catalyst when Jaime comes in to see our characters who we know and love interact with him, but also with each other, and how he's blowing up our world in fun, dramatic ways. So that's part of it.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on an amazing 3rd season. By far the best show on television. Absolutely loved it. Season 3 did not disappoint. It was wonderful.
Wow.
So
thank you so much.
Thank you guys. Have a great day.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.